you boost client adoption of TaxDome when you're right in the middle of tax season? I know that you might be getting some pushback from clients, especially if you are newer or potentially if they are not big fans of using technology. Maybe they are used to always doing it a certain way. Whatever it is, I know that that's really common to receive that pushback from clients, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be successful with them using TaxDome. So I wanted to create this really short video just to give you a couple of quick tips for how you can help to boost their adoption of the system and maybe save you a few headaches along the way. So if you haven't already, make sure that you are explaining the benefits to them of TaxDome so they know that it's really for them to provide a better overall experience, more timeliness. It's a secure system. They can go to it to upload all of their documents in a secure way, complete their organizer, complete their signatures, and really just do it all in one place. So it simplifies things on their end quite a bit. But at the same time, you have to help set realistic expectations with them too, letting them know it's not going to be perfect. You can decide how you explain that to them, but you don't want them to have unrealistic expectations when it comes to using a new technology. So whether that's telling them, it may not be perfect the first time, but we're there to guide you along the way to make sure that we both really are as successful as possible when using it. The second one is making sure they understand how to use the system. So whether you've used the tools that we provide or even the free TaxDome ones to help explain, here's a video of how you can utilize the client portal, things like that. Just making sure that you give them what they need to be successful as possible when they're utilizing a new technology. Because if you've ever used one, right, we all have, you know that it can be frustrating if you don't get it right away. So providing them some of those explanations of, hey, here's how you can actually use the portal. If you have any questions, make sure that you let them know that you are available for those questions. That is obviously going to be a little bit of a pain point on your side, but at the end of the day, you want to provide them that great experience. So make sure that you are available for those questions as needed, or your staff as well. You have to have patience in this process, right? Anytime there's something new for you, your team, your clients, it's going to come with some hiccups. We already know it's not perfect. No technology, no team, no process is perfect. So being patient with yourselves and asking for your clients to be as well, especially if you've had any hiccups along the way. Just ask them for a little bit of extra patience while you're working through a new system that's completely reasonable and acceptable for you, for them to have it not go perfect. Just ask for some patience from them as well. Another way to boost that adoption is to require signatures. So if you force them to go in and say that they have to use this functionality to sign, they're going to be forced to go in there. Once you're in there as a client for the first time, it does get easier for them, regardless of how technologically advanced they are. Requiring that signature, requiring something from them is going to make it easier for them to start using things one by one. So that is a quick and simple way for you to make sure that they are getting in that system and they are taking action and that they have really no other option. So that is going to help you to boost that usage of it as well. And then lastly, and you can choose whether you want to do this or not, you can require that they use the system. You can require your organizers to be completed in there. You can require proposals or engagement letters in there. You can require things, which is obviously going to make them go into the system. Some people may not like that. That is, a valid concern, but you get to choose that. And if you do choose that, obviously they're going to be more likely to go in and use the system. If you don't require that, you are going to probably continue to get the emails, to get the, in office, to get those paper components. And depending on your practice, that might be okay still too. So just know that you can choose to require that, and that's going to force them to get into that system as well. Again, just be really empathetic to this. It's not easy, especially for some of the older generation, and honestly, some of the younger ones too. It's not always easy to adopt to a new system. So be patient with yourself, your team, and with your clients, and ask that of them. And hopefully you can get this just going, get everyone used to it, and it will become more streamlined on their side as well as yours over time. And if there's anything we can do or any tools that you could, find helpful for this, let us know. We'd be happy to take a look and see if there's anything we can do to help. Have a good one.